Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. We give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule well and teach well. In salutations, Starter Akim, just preaching his truth in all honesty and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Shalom. This is the brother Yoramla coming at you with a quick video through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And I'm going to title this video, Wet in the Hellene, man. All right, because we had a hurricane to come through, Hurricane Hellene, and it did a damage, all right, here in the South, all right, from Florida all the way to, North Carolina, possibly Tennessee. All right, did heavy damage, knocked out a lot of people power. But I just want to go into a few scriptures, all right, that you can coincide with what happened, such as, the hurricanes and the whirlwinds, all right, the destruction of the Lord. All right, so this Proverbs chapter 1, starting at verse 24, it says, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So the Lord stretched out his hand, because all through the South, all over the nation, and throughout the whole world, the Lord have his men out here prophesying, preaching on the byways and the highways. So that's how the Lord stretched out his hand, so nobody regarded. We send the warning out week in and week out. All right, but nobody, regard, what a majority don't regard. All right, so that's how the Lord stretched out his hand and nobody regarded. All right, verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. So starting with our people, they didn't want to listen, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And through this situation, they looked the most through, all right, which is impoverished, however you say it, in all nations. But, it hit different when you see a lot of Jake just through, all right, and they used to that situation. So majority of our people, and the lack of the better words, or, a way of describing it, man, majority or some of our people already look like they in Jacob's trouble, and they comfortable being in an impoverished and not have nothing state. All right. But so because majority of the city, Greenville, their power is out, and the main ones you see preparing and getting all the gas is E. Why you see, Jake, they in the ghetto or whatever you want to call it, the hoods or whatever. It's like a normal day to them. All right. So the only way majority of our people gonna feel Jacob's trouble fully is when this devil get his roll on, because our people are used to suffering and having our lights out, losing water, so a lot of Jake, that don't really faze them too much. All right. But yeah, so verse 26 says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So, a good majority of these people, they feeling the calamity that hit through this hurricane. All right. So, the Lord uses men, to laugh. So, we see certain things that go on and about, and we might get a little chuckle out of it. All right. So the Lord gonna mock when your fear coming. And the Lord gonna use us to mock at y'all, because, for one, y'all people didn't believe the prophets, or y'all scoffed and mocked at us. When all our hell break loose, or when situations like this happen, you don't see too many scoffing and mocking, man. You see people in fear and in straits. All right, in a position of difficulty. All right, verse 25, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. All right, so that's what a lot of these people feeling, man. All right, the fear is coming upon them as desolation. All right, the destruction coming as a whirlwind. All right, and I'm equating it to as this hurricane, because none of us, really saw this coming. All right, this hurricane came out of nowhere, and, it rocked the South, man. All right, destroyed a lot of places, flooded a lot of places, or knocked out millions of people's power, and a lot of people still don't have power yet this day. It's going to take to the end of the week, so it did a number on these people, man. All right, he said, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. So, the men of the Lord are good. All right, but a lot of these people, they feeling the struggle right now. All right. And a lot of these people, mainly a lot of these E's, never had to go through anything like this. All right. So let me get Jeremiah chapter 30. Or Jeremiah 30. All right, just Jeremiah 30. It's like it is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 23. It says, behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, and continuing whirlwind, it shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. All right, so the whirlwind of the Lord go forth with fury. All right, and like into this hurricane is like a whirlwind. A hurricane is mainly strong winds and rain. All right, so a continuing whirlwind, it shall fall with the pain upon the head of the wicked. So, hey, they felt, this hurricane come through, the whirlwind, the destruction of the Lord. All right, 'cause that's what that whirlwind is, man. All right. Verse 24 says, the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it. So maybe, this gonna make some people consider, all right, through this hurricane coming through. Or maybe more Jake gonna take heed. All right, a lot of these E's, gonna lose their pride. All right, because the Lord say he gonna take pride from these people. All right, so hey, the day is here, man. So, a lot of people still going to be prideful, be wicked. All right, a lot of people ain't gonna change. All right, this hurricane ain't gonna change nothing, because when things go back to semi-normal, they're gonna go back being the same way they used to be. All right, they don't look at this as the Heavenly Father showing that he gonna bring that destruction. That's why ultimately he gonna send the missiles down here, man, because a lot of these people not gonna change, man. All right, mainly these devils. All right, and 2/3 of our people not gonna change. They're not gonna turn to the Heavenly Father, so they gotta be destroyed along with this place, man. All right. So let me get Job. All right, chapter 37. I just want verse 9. It says, out of the south cometh the whirlwind, and cold out of the north. All right, and this chapter is very poetic. All right, how I describe, the works of the Heavenly Father. But I just wanted this verse, just to semi-equate it to, because out of the south cometh the whirlwind, because out of the south, that's where hurricanes come up. They come up through the south. All right, they start off as tropical storm. Well, basically, they form off, basically on the tropics, off the coast of Africa, through the tropics, and come up, all right, through the south of America, through, where Mexico, because one forming in Mexico right now. All right, and also they come up through Florida, or all the way up on the coast, all the way on the Carolinas. All right, sometimes they may go through Texas. So, they come up through the south, the whirlwinds, the hurricanes. All right, it says the cold out of the north, because all this where cold air comes from out of the north. And that's what forms hurricanes, are the mixture of the air and the atmosphere. All right, that cold and that hot air mixing together. All right, so, I just want to bring that out. All right, Lord willing is edifying and exhorting, man. But, hey, we at the end, man. All right, the Lord is bringing that destruction, and we got a clear warning of that, all right, last week. All right, so the Lord ain't playing, man. Knocked out millions of people power, man. The Lord is not playing, man. And it's taking days, all right, to get back up. All right, it's gonna take dang near a week plus, or a week and some days to get it back up, or a full week to get the power back up, man. All right, showing you, man, the Lord isn't playing. And at the mall, they got so many people. They got so many electricians, basically line workers, there's so many trucks lined up, and they gotta work hours on end, all right, to help get this power up. They got the mobile sleepers and all these things out there. They got gas tankers out there. So they show you how serious this is, to where a lot of people is without power, and they got to use the parking lot of the mall to strategically come up with a way of how they're going to get this thing settled. All right, show you, nobody was prepared for this. All right, the Lord sent that storm and it smacked the whole South, man. All right, and this going on in many more cities, man. So imagine the bigger cities that they got affected. Atlanta, where it hit around Tampa first. All right, so, hey, man, it's a lot of big places, major places that got hit, man. Pretty much the whole mid of the South got rocked. All right, so the Lord isn't playing, man. But yeah, that's all I have to, bring the point through. All right, Lord willing, is edifying and exhorting. And with that being said, Shalom.